Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I want to teach you how to use the Flare Explorer. There are two options. One is the mainnet Explorer, flare-explorer.flare.networks, and the other one is FlareScan. I personally prefer to use this one. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's easier. Yeah, so let's begin. First thing we're going to do is how to find contract addresses. So if we do FXRP, right here, you can see the token. The ones that have when you search, you can see the tokens that are official. Like this one is a scam token, this scam token, scam token, scam token. So always make sure that you have the one with the golden check mark. And then if you go here, you can and then here you can copy the contract address. So if I search for this, you'll see that I also get the F asset. So it's the same thing. Sometimes when you need to find the token or add a token in a DEX or whatever, this is how you find the contract address. If I wanted to do SFLR, I would do exactly the same thing. Make sure that you have the check mark. And then here you would just copy the address and then you can use it. Here you can see the max supply. Let's go back to FXRP. You can see that all lots have been minted. And then if you scroll down, you can see what's going on, like who minted. So this one is staking on Kinetic. This is a swap on Blade Swap. Some of them, so you can see in Oasis, this one is probably exiting. And then here's the transaction hash. So if you click here, you can see the details. In this case, I think this person swapped FXRP for Rappler. And then, for example, if I go, this is a random address. I have no idea who this person is, and I don't care about knowing. But if you go here, details, you can see the tokens that they have. This is all open source, and you can see it. This is public information. And then transactions. This one talks about the Flare transactions. So this one is when you pay for gas, basically. If you send to an exchange or from an exchange, you will see it here in the transactions. And then the token transfers is the ERC20 tokens. So the Rappler, the FXRP, the SFLR, entering LPs, etc. You will see it here. And then you can see the whole history of what's going on. And then if you wanted, you could actually like track different wallets. It's not super easy, but this is not meant to be like a deep dive, just to kind of give you an idea. So here, if you need to find a transaction because you swapped some FXRP for Flare and you want to see what happened, then you can find that transaction here and check it out. So for example, this is the last transaction that this person did. Yeah, so this one is what I'm saying. I think he did 0.86 FXRP for 120 Flare. That was the swap that this person did. What else can I show you? Then the tokens, here you can see the summary of all the tokens that this person has. You can also go to the NFTs. So this person has been in a few LPs. And like I said, I have no idea who this person is, but I can see the information of the wallet address. There's no way to put a name on here unless you know it. And then the internal transactions. What's this? Right, so this is the internal transactions. I believe these are like Flare internal. So this seems to be like a delegation reward claim. This seems to be a Flare drop. So you can check all of this. And then coin balance history. You can see how this just changes. So basically this is just information that you can see of any address. You can go back to tokens. So you can see all the tokens, how many holders there are. Oh yeah, so that was another thing. If you go to FXRP back again, here I can see how many holders there are. So right now there's 1,900 people holding FXRP or 1,900 wallets. I mean, I have a few wallets with FXRP, so the number is actually less, and the amount of transfers. And then if we go to charts, you can see the performance of the account. The average block time is 1.82. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Take a look. It's very useful to know how to use this. Like if you have an issue, the other day I sent a transaction on Stargate, and for some reason it wasn't showing, so I had to go and find my transaction and then like find out what was going on. And it was a UI glitch where it wasn't showing on my wallet, but the transaction actually went through. And then I saw that there was a little timer, and then when that timer ended, I got my money. So that gave me peace of mind. All right, guys, hope this was helpful. I will see you next time.